To start this, we're going to do some energetic testing, but I wanted to just read this section of this book, just a quick little thing as an introduction. This is from James Oschman, Energy Medicine and Therapeutics in Human Performance, which is an excellent book on the subject of the scientific. He wrote another book called Energy Medicine, the Scientific Basis previous to this, which I highly recommend to anyone that's getting started in energy work and wants to really understand how this stuff works. This part I thought was appropriate for what we're doing here. It starts with expanding the concept of connective tissue. From the research being done by Professor Albert St. Georgi and his colleagues, and from contemporary work in the field of cell biology, it became apparent that the collagen fibers in the connective tissue must form a continuous interconnected electronic and protonic communication system that also is connected to the cytoskeletons within all cells throughout the body. So we're talking about the connectivity between the extracellular matrix, the collagen throughout the body, and with the internal cytoskeleton of the cell. Within the cytoskeleton is the nucleus with its own matrix, and the genetic material, the connective tissue concept, has to be expanded to encompass all of the continuously interconnected fibrous systems in the body, those forming the classic connective tissues, as well as those forming the matrices of the cytoskeletons and nuclei. And this is all about the concept of this cytoskeleton of the cell, which is forming a matrix in the cell instead of this kind of old classic model of the cell as this soup of organelles that's just swimming around randomly. So this concept of this matrix in the cell has been gaining a lot of momentum. So going on, many therapists appreciate that touching the body in one place is in reality touching the entire organism. The living matrix provides a material and conceptual basis for the effects of the various holistic or system-wide therapies. Professor St. Georgi's ideas about semiconduction and electronic conduction in the matrix provides a physical basis for the interconnection of the energy information systems of one person with those of another through touch or through energy field interactions. If you want to learn more about that, check out this book and Dr. James Oschman's other books as well. And what we're going to do here is some energy testing of an energetic product which I call the Harmonic Handset. And by wearing this, it is allowing energy to flow in the body very differently by interacting with that connective tissue and the energetic system of the extracellular matrix. And I have some people here that we're going to do a little testing with. Neil is my first participant here, and I want to thank you. First of all, what we're going to do is a baseline test, and this is standard kinesiological or muscle testing. You're right-handed, right? Yeah. Okay, start by putting your right hand out, and we're just going to do a baseline test first. And you don't have any of these bracelets on or anything, do you? Okay, good. So that's the baseline test. And now I want you to lift your right leg, just so you're balancing. And one of the one of the things I've noticed consistently is that this unique product seems to help people align themselves and balance better. So I can pretty easily obstruct Neil's balance with when you're on one leg. It's a lot harder to hold your strength. But so now let's go ahead and let's just opposite? Yeah, it doesn't really matter what hand you put it on. Okay. And now we're going to do the same test again with your leg lifted.
Wow.
And you can see I'm really trying.
And I'm so bad.
Yeah. And so it's not, it's, yeah, it's a strange concept, but and we can take it off and we'll do it again.
Yeah, let's do that. Can you?
Here,
Or
I'll
you
hold it.
Okay.
Helps the flow of energy, and it actually resonates a 7.83 hertz grounding frequency throughout the body, and through these interconnected connective tissue pathways, meridians, there's all these different conceptual frameworks for how the energy flows through the body. What I just read was just one example of that, and kind of some of the newer understanding of how that works. So why don't you put your right hand out, and we're just going to do a baseline test. And so you want to keep your arms straight and resist my pressure. And now I want you to lift your right leg. And balancing is one thing I've noticed that this particular product, which I call the Harmonic Handset, and this product seems to help people balance. It's generally pretty easy for me to throw people off on their balance with very little pressure, and then when you put this bracelet on. And this is the simplified version of the bracelet that they call the level 1. What I promote on the website is level 2, which is actually 10 times as powerful as this one. So now lift your leg again, and now keep your arm straight and resist my pressure.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
And
You're
so
pressing too hard.
So let's take it off. We'll do another baseline test with the leg lifted, and so you can see that this is not all in your head. Well, try to keep your arms straight. That's key on this. And you can let yourself lose balance, but try to keep the arms straight. And that's one of the things about this test, is that it's really it's more of a balance test. I'm not trying to overpower your arm here. Go ahead and put that on, and now lift your leg and
Trying to get my balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Neil is quite the yogi, so she's got this balance thing down pretty well. It's just a matter of me not overpowering.
That's incredible.
So that's
You can distinctly feel the shift when you put it on.
yeah.
Okay.
So now Melody is my my next participant. For the baseline, yeah, you keep your leg down, and okay, so
yeah, it wants to.
it wants to go down. Okay, try lifting your leg though, and let's try the balance.
Okay, this is my weak leg here. Okay, all right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So let's try with the
Okay.
bracelet, and now lift your leg.
It is amazing. You can really feel it. It is amazing. I could just stand here a long time.
Oh, but eventually I'm gonna make your arm sore. So.
Or I'll just fall off and
Yeah. Let's remove it again, and let's make sure it's not all in your head.
Okay. It just feels really different. So.
Okay, so lift your leg there. So it's
Okay, let me see if I can find that awareness that I had and see what happens. Let's see. It's just not quite there, but, but I could almost
okay.
remember it.
Let's
Okay.
redo it again.
Okay, all right.
This is the 7.3 hertz test.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pushing really hard.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
And
Interesting.
people that work out with weights and stuff are usually very impressed by these harmonic handsets. So that's why I'm encouraging anyone out there that hasn't experienced this, just try one out. Check it out on the website. We give a 90-day satisfaction guarantee on these products. So if you're not happy with it, just return it, but you will be happy with it, and you're probably not going to want to return it. So yeah, thanks for watching.